My name is Linny. I've been wandering since I was...
Is this... My name is Farina, and, Hey. You can do it, Farina. That's exactly it.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this...
I've been studying medicine ever since I was a child. I want to do my part to eradicate these monsters and use what I've learned to heal others.
Oh, welcome, welcome. When we face the monsters, I'll make sure to charge in front to give everyone some cover.
You open your envelopes at the same time. The message reads, "To the honorable and trustworthy Marashose hunters, our kingdom is currently... The lands outside the capital have been overtaken by monsters, and our people are being...
The layout of this city looks super familiar.
The scriptwriter must have used a real-world...
As experienced hunters, the layout of this... Yet, as you regard the city in front of you,
I carefully read every line of the letter and turn...
you see a long string of unfamiliar...
In that case... Oh, good idea. We might be able to...
You look up and see a tavern nearby.
Why don't we go check out that tavern?
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Greetings, friend. Lovely weather we're having to...
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right. The weather today is quite lovely.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer. Oh, come now, don't be sad. Life is all about optimism.
Huh?
I don't think that's the kind of question. Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food. How about some macarons? You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill perfect...
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me for saying this, but you don't...
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. Hey! Did she just... me? Glorian must have broke character for a second.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Traveler, maybe you can think of something.
Are you sure? In that case, please refer to the fate on...
Whoa, it was a success!
You remain silent as you prepare a pot and fire to use for cooking. The woman stares at you with her mouth agape as you skillfully cut the ingredients and toss them into the pot. After some time, a rich aroma begins to fill the air. Even a passing cat can't help but stop in its tracks.
Please have some food. Who knows? Maybe you'll feel better after eating something delicious.
Whoa, that's amazing. Wait, so as long as you pass the check, you can pretty much do anything?
Oh, thank you. You were right. This...
So, what had you so worried earlier? Could you tell...
A horde of monsters suddenly appeared near the capital recently, so all the guards were dispatched to fight them.
Do you remember when those monsters appeared?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is that my husband was dispatched to fight them 3 days ago.
Do you know where he...
It all happened so fast. When we said our goodbyes...
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters as soon as possible.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry. We'll find him. Just try to remain optimistic and wait. We don't always get to choose what happens to us.
I'll do... You bid farewell to the woman and continue your journey further into the city. As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very friendly, merchants are usually a...
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask a question.
That depends.
How about this?
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar?
Surely an onion can't be that expensive.
What do you know? War's nearly upon us. Everything
Whoa, what a nasty guy.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something? A performance? I've never played a role-playing game like this before, but all right. By the harbor's grace, a lone boat lies in rest. Let the moon in the dark of shadow our heroes seek to find. Blocked the road does stand, such is our hunter's plight. Yet with so
I don't recall asking for a bardic song. But if you meant what you sang, and you are indeed those monsters are camped outside the city. We have limited reserves within the city, so...
Wait, you're saying no one...
We could all stop. Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots.
That is concerning.
Yeah, alright, I think I've said more than enough. Be on your...
Got it.
Don't mind him, Farina. He just doesn't have...
No, I was just thinking about how the...
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach, still immersed in his...
This guy seems promising enough. Maybe I can get some information out of it. Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, wait, you're... Oh, dear goodness!
You recognize us?
Yes, yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually come.
What happened here?
Alas, we once lived comfortable, carefree lives. This city, however, monsters have once again surrounded the city. Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its...
Are there not...
It's not a question of numbers. Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. When I was a child, though, my grandfather would tell me stories about how the Marashose hunters drove back. To be perfectly honest, I was starting to think all those stories were...
Well, you can rest easy, friend. The righteous and
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes begin to...
Still, if we are going to hunt the monsters...
all I know is that the area outside the city... Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow...
I see. We'll...
All right, be careful. Oh, and they're actively working with the monsters, and have corrupted the court minister. Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and unreasonable figure.
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard...
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer... Huh? Like, now?
I appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's more important. Brave hunters...
If I understood correctly, There are currently 2 problems in the kingdom that need solving.
Exactly. We need to defeat the monsters outside the city.
But
Well, this seems like a good moment.
I really didn't expect.
Well, Clarence said the script.
I wouldn't say it's a perfect...
Sure.
Paimon wants to know too.
no. All Mara...
Huh? So you mean...
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the... Still, most people dropped out at the early stages. And others called it quits the...
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly? Oh, and...
The land of Fontaine once played host... One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army of...
Now, wait a second.
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you...
Wait, but those people are all from...
From my master.
Huh. By master, you mean... someone you...
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my...
Let's not get off topic. Responding to Egeria's call, a number... Yet...
I see.
Is that really a bad... Speaking of investigate, I vote monsters.
Well said, Miss Farina.
What about you, partner? What do you... It's decided then.
All right. After some discussion...
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
You there! Outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build, and a although he's trying his best to conceal his current state, his uneven... I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around the city earlier, so I'll state your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while since...
I said talk, not whisper between...
Have you ever heard...
Mara say hunters? Ha! That fairy tale you... Using your knowledge of medicine, you're able to deduce that the injury on his calf...
I'm a doctor by trade. Please let me redress.
The man appears somewhat disgruntled at having been exposed, but soon relents, and he allows you to apply a poultice of specialized medicine to the wound, and it appears to bring him much... Oh, right. Guess you lot might actually be real Marachose hunters after all.
Do you know where we can find the monsters? Or the other...
He informs you of the various locations where Some of our new recruits have never even dealt with a petty...
Oh, please, sir. Don't get too worked.
Hearing you say that, those monsters aren't easy to deal. I just hope all the guards will be able to...
Based on what the captain said, the monsters should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back, they yell.
This is the place he meant.
You see broken iron. All the signs point to one thing. A truly...
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might...
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in on you without fear.
A little help here!
Your battle round...
Let's get this show on the road! And voila!
Begins now. The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating in...
Ugh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marashose Hunter class came with all those preset skill points.
I never knew the Fatometer even determines the amount of damage you inflict.
That's part of the fun.
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious... What?
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so...
As you investigate the mound, with the monsters gone, the
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
With everyone's help, even without opening it, you can tell from the Mora...
Makes sense. We worked hard for this. Let's open.
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. Doesn't it...
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who got hurt
Wait, is that how it works?
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game...
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're marked.
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe we can...
Well, if donating it could cause that much...
Looks like you're facing a difficult... Well, it's getting...
Wow, where did the time go?
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the...
Here, here.
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I get home too late.
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part.
Huh? Another location?
There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor...
Whoa. They really pulled out all the stops for this new...
Well, even if we end the... that's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, the And anyway, Paimon...
Well...
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern. My earliest memories are of Master was a My first ever toy was a short...
Oh, wait, so she handed...
Of course I did. See? That's what you get for not holding the sword properly. She...
Excuse me for asking...
Probably...
3?
As I said,
I'm not so sure...
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised.
A Geovicious hatchling?
What she said was this. Make sure to get along, you two. If you...
and how...
5.
Well...
No,
So, you're saying...
Yes.
That really doesn't...
Later on, I gradually thanks to her, even though the training she...
I still remember... After that, though,
I had a lot of fun during those days.
We tried to pretend like we never heard...
Protector of Justice. Oh, wait,
Yep.
20 years ago, huh?
Oh,
There's no... Although, calling herself...
Huh? When did the Protectorate...
Oh, she had a... Later on, she...
that sounds like her, all right.
Well, she's certainly
It's true. I always wanted to become like...
But...
She suddenly disappeared.
Disappeared? What?
I have no idea. That night, I was celebrating when she still didn't appear after...
Papa probably didn't know either.
Don't worry. I am just like how
Or...
I was at first.
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow it.
Who knew? I wonder. Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Gloranda Navi...
Well, anyway,
I had a great time to.
Anytime.
the script was good, but hey, you...
What does she mean on to some... Guess I'll head back as...
You're that
I was talking...